I should have taken this video before I started on my work today, so I could show before and after. But basically what I'm doing, getting ready to do is, well, winter's coming and there's a good chance that there's going to be a frost. We've had some really warm weather. I think it's gotta be 15, 16, 17 degrees, something like that right now, Celsius. But over the weekend, and it's Friday today, over the weekend though, it's going to be going down to, by Sunday night, it's going to be 0 or 1. So I need to get my plants prepared for that. Basically, what I mean by that is I need to harvest all of my chilies. So you can see there's quite a few that have been still going and still ripening here. So tons on this plant. Absolutely just 2 dozen or so. And I did a count the other day out here, and I counted 182 chilies, unripe plus ripe, and something like 42 tomatoes or something like that. So, those might be slightly higher than what I end up getting today, because I did end up including this little pepper, Oh geez, I really doesn't want to focus in on it. That little pepper I included. And I would include, not these little flowers. Oh geez. Not these little flowers up here. And not necessarily these over here. But I would include anything that's started that has a little pepper growing. Basically, what I mean is stuff like this. So there's quite a few. This is about the size that I was going to. So this one has a ton of those little peppers on it. I'll try my best to remove some. I don't know how well it's going to work out for me though, because there's tons of little green ones on here. And this is a plant that I might just leave and see. I'll take some off, but I'll leave a majority of them and see what I can end up getting from it when it comes to that time, before it frosts, hopefully. But yeah, this is my pre-frost preparation, and as you can, I have taken quite a few leaves off already, but as you can see, the leaves are really starting to become, it's time. The plants are saying that it's time. I've taken quite a few of them off. You can just basically shake the plant and then a bunch of leaves usually come off. That's kind of my signal to knowing. See, so a bunch of little leaves fell off here. Then what I do is I basically break them up, and then use them as leaf mulch for the time being. And then depending on what I'm going to do with the plants, if I'm going to overwinter them, or if I am going to just keep the soil, but let the chili plant go, I will I'll end up gathering all of the leaf mulch and putting it on top. Actually, sorry, what I was going to say was, if I'm going to overwinter the plant, then I'll usually I haven't taken the plant out of the pot, wash the water or the dirt off the roots, trimmed up any roots that need to be trimmed, prune them, and then potted it with new dirt into a new pot. I haven't done that in the past. I've just taken the same pot and just cleaned it up a little bit, left it in the original pot type of thing, maybe added some fertilizer for the winter time, so it has some nutrients. It's not completely dead. It can take care of itself in the winter. But if I'm not going to do that, I'll remove all the pepper plants, and then I'll just leave the pots in an area covered with leaves like this. So all these leaves, I'll spread these all around, and I'll see how far I can go into the season, into the winter. So I try to keep the roots a little bit warmer by, I'll stack this up around the pots, so it gives an extra layer of insulation basically. And last year I was able to get to December. That was the last time I harvested peppers from my plants in Toronto, in the city. This year I don't think that we're going to get that far. That being said, it's such a nice day today. I'm gonna hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So what I'm going to do today, long story short, geez Louise, is I'm going to remove any leaves that need to be removed. Most of them just remove themselves, like as you see, they're literally just falling off. And then figure out which plants I will want to overwinter, because there are one or two that I do want to try. And then some of them won't end up making it, so some I'll just have to leave and sacrifice. So basically, today I'm harvesting peppers, and then I am choosing my plants that I'm going to overwinter, separating them from the others, and some of them, like these tomato plants over here, I'm going to be removing the plants from the soil, composting the plants, and keeping the soil. I'm going to put the soil into either bags, which I have, or buckets. Probably do bags though, because the buckets, if it's wet in the wintertime, it'll expand and crack. I don't want that to happen, so I'll probably just put them in bags, put them somewhere in the yard where they can just kind of chill, Yeah, but I do have a lot of so this is just the runoff water like this. So I collect these, I put it into a bucket, and then I'll use that to water my plants when I need to. It's because it's the end of the season now, and I'm gonna end up having more water than the plants need. I'm thinking I'm going to try fermenting these, so I'll add some ingredients from the area, and I'll try to overwinter. I'll try to ferment something over the winter time. So this one's full and ready to go already, this little bucket. I'll probably end up switching to a bigger bucket, just so it's easier. This one I'm going to keep adding to it. And and then a bunch of these tomato plants are going to get hacked down as well. Some of them, you can see there's something wrong with them. It's been a strange year for tomato plants, but I'm really surprised at how well they've done. This one specifically here has really grown. Like, this is the end of the season. I had plants like this one that I ended up having to cut back because they had branched out, as you probably could see from my other videos, to need support of other multiple cages, and they were basically supporting each other, some of them, and when they got hit with powdery mildew, etc., aphids, whiteflies, I wasn't sure how to handle it, like if I was going to just completely cut the plant down, get rid of it, or if I should keep it around and then just cut stuff back, or if I'm going to spray, use like a garlic, chili oil, dish soap, water spray or something like that, and apply that daily or every other day, or what exactly I was going to do. But I decided to just cut some back, and I got rid of some that I had to as the time came. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest all the tomatoes, and as you can see, these have started turning red, so that means that they will ripen and they're going to taste basically just as good. These ones may not taste as good. At least the bigger ones will. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. But I gotta move on here because I'm definitely late to going to visit my parents' place, where I also have quite a bit of work to do, especially with the fig trees. So yeah, my raw, unedited video. Here it is. Have a great day. See y'all soon.